guys, Catawatonic here. Kind of an unconventional video here, and I'm kind of just doing this off the cuff. Because I really, didn't script this or anything. Just was kind of in a lull and wanted to showcase the Realms world and also kind of go over something that, I don't know, I find pretty interesting. I currently have a texture pack on that basically reverts all the textures and lighting and all that back to what it was when it was like Minecraft Alpha. And just kind of wanted to go over some of the changes and just how generally creepy the feeling is. I mean, this is the house here, and I actually had to add some more lights beforehand because it was really dark. And that's like the first thing that I had noticed. And like I always remember in my childhood, Minecraft being kind of scary to play when it's nighttime in the game. But this really put it in perspective, because modern Minecraft textures and lighting is just so much brighter. And like one torch can make a whole room bright, but if one torch does not cut it in Alpha. Yeah, so this is the house here. Kind of modeled it after a real life house. That's the other thing, I love that sound. Modeled it after a real life house you've all probably seen. Think I did a pretty good job on it. Now, this world is mainly survival. I've given some people permission to build in creative, and I do from time to time. I just find it easier, especially for getting bricks. I just didn't really feel like having to go collect said materials. And, probably by the time, knowing me, that I'd collect all of them, I'd be like, screw it. I don't want to build it anymore. But, yeah, it's just very dark, which is, I guess, the biggest thing, and it kind of doesn't surprise me now that it's like, no wonder things like Herobrine and all that ended up coming to be, because it was scary to play this game. It was genuinely scary. But, let's go to the main base here, and I'll show you guys that. Do have a beacon here. We managed to get that. Basically, like, the rules that I have in place for the members and stuff is like, if you're doing a big build, you can go into creative. I kind of have to approve it because, there's sometimes when people will just go in there. But I'm also like, you can use like /give to give people, if you say need coal to smelt ores or something and don't want to go get it, you can, I don't care if you spawn that in. But, so this is the main area. This is the main house, the first house that we built here. That's a sniffer. I think his name is Shag Carpet. Some of you may recognize this house and that sign. This is the thumbnail for the first Minecraft video I made. And then we got the bridge here. Toes Curled Bridge, funnily enough. I always like making bridges in Minecraft. They all tend to be the same design, but yeah, there's the bridge there. It's a stone arch bridge. And this whole pond area thing here is actually man-made. This was originally a cave. Oh. I think there's a skeleton down there. This was actually a cave, and terraformed it a bit to make it a pond because we'd explored it and monsters were coming out and made it better. So we got the main house here, farm over here. Inside the main house, you got your normal stuff. It's fucking signs. The mysterious hose that we have that, I honestly don't, I could have made them. I don't think I did make them. But, early on, I don't know, they were sitting in this chest, and then, like, one day, Nod Narbmac, or I guess, what's his name now? Eugene the Stoner or something. He pointed out, and he's like, who the fuck made these? And I'm like, I have no idea. And, you know, you got your normal setup over here. We got the singing cake. It's a cake that sings. It's, quite cool. I love that song. I'm not going to subject you all to it too much, but, you know, as you know, that's my intro. Got a little kitty. Kept him on a leash because he keeps trying to run away. And then we got the potion making area. Very nice, very nice. Brandon did most of this. The silly room. Quite silly. The enchanting area, I'm sorry. I've got some diamonds in here. I actually don't know why they're in here. Go take those and put those upstairs. Got my office, you know, for my special meetings. It is really dark in here. Put another torch down. I guess one of the other things I did want to go over that I remember, but, you know, I didn't realize it until it was pointed out in another video I was watching, was how much the cobblestone texture changed. It used to be a lot more pronounced, as you can see here. And personally, I like it. That could be a nostalgia factor. I do think that the newer texture is a bit easier on the eyes. This is a bit, I don't know, it's a bit harsh, but I don't know. I think the nostalgia factor is really getting to me on it. Candles are different, but those weren't even in the game at the time. This is the one thing I do like about this texture pack, is it has included newer things in it. Like, you know, things that would not have been in alpha and beta at the time. For instance, enchantment tables. Those weren't there. Or at least I don't think they were. These old chests, I love these. I played a lot of Pocket Edition as a kid, so these kind of have a special place in my heart. Moving on, we got the basement. Got your classic chest room here. Still a bit scattered in terms of where the chests are. Little nether wart farm. Love this pressure plate. You know, we have the ongoing landmine battle, and this one is kind of tricky. You know, you do that, and then it gives you a nausea effect. I use the command block to do that. Wait till this wears off before I keep moving around. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, so freaky, man. Much longer. 5 seconds. We're good. Not a long effect, but, you know, enough to do that. We got the, another oddity here that I'm not going to reveal what block it is, but, we have, you know, normally you take a wooden slab and put it on top of another wooden slab, it makes a whole block, but this one, ooh, it behaves differently. It is actually a wooden slab. Like you could see there, that's a wooden slab. What could it be? Who knows? Put in the comments down below if you know. But, what else do we got? I think originally we built this as, you know, a incinerator of sorts. And I think, someone tried to use it as a cobblestone generator, and the water has since left the chat. So, now it's back to being an incinerator. Oh, and I guess I should have said, of course, this is the mine. I kind of did glaze over it, but, you know, it's your normal mine. There's not much to see down there. I think that about does it for the main house. Eat a little bit here. Bamboo looks very ugly. It's just... yeah. I will say the one effect that I don't... well, the one effect that I miss in this texture pack is the falling of the, like, cherry blossom trees of the leaves kind of falling in the wind. I did like that a lot. And unfortunately, with this texture pack, it does keep them, but the falling effect is gone. The perpetually lit furnace. Ooh, weird, spooky. Perpetually lit. And I guess let's move up to... Oh, there's the eye, by the way. You probably saw that in the thumbnail of the latest video with the Herobrine spawner up there. Does not look like there's a zoom button. So, you'll just have to take my word for it. There's also a little dancing golem up there. That's the eye, originally built as a, like, radar dome, because, you know, Brandon is very interested in nuclear warfare, so he built that. Jesus, it is loud out here. But, yeah, I made it into an eye, because I was staring at it, and was like, huh, it kind of looks like an eye, so I made it an eye. All these chests and stuff in this crafting table are all original. This is where we originally set up base camp. This is an original chest. Then moving on over to here, we go over to Grant's structure, or rusty pontoon boat. I need to be ready and roaring to attack something. Very bizarre. There's a lot of mobs for no reason. Anyway, venturing into Grant's house, the agitator as I called it. So I guess the one thing to say is that he made this house with the new textures, and that really does not carry over into these. Like, he tried to use, you know, a color palette, and it just gets completely thrown out the window. It doesn't look terrible, but, you know, he doesn't have much in here, but that's because if we venture down here, this is where his main base is that you've probably seen me in the videos. He's got his own chest room here. And we got currently working on the bottom portion of the base. Oh, it's this one, where we have all the villagers for buying enchantments. Spaces up above for more. There's the farm itself. Made these cool chandeliers, which I think are a really nice addition. And then over here we have a skeleton spawner. And I think that about does it for now, unless there's something over here. I don't think so. It looks like he's got the water elevators built. And that's it for his place. And then, oh, well, I didn't want to show that. We'll leave that as a secret. Yeah, see, there's fucking... And they're already locked onto me, and I'm like a bit of a ways away. I love the old bow sound, too. That really... I don't remember that sound. That is something that is before my time, but can't say I don't like it. Going back across the bridge here. And over to the farm. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a shortcut here. The farm area. This was originally just a big hole down into a cave, and again, covered that over. Could definitely say this texture pack has made me appreciate kind of what Minecraft used to be. There was a lot less, but I kind of miss that. And I think the amount of like caves and stuff, I mean, while the caves are cool and I think look really cool, they're just a bit, I don't know, too much. Lots of mobs. Those stalagmites and stalactites, as cool as they look, what is that? Oh, it's like a bunny. As cool as they look, they're just a pain in the ass to, you know, do anything with and like get around them. And then you end up having them fill your inventory, and we all know how bad inventory management is in modern Minecraft. Anyway, this is the winter cabin I built. I did build this in survival. Your basic winter cabin. I saw, I think, a short or something on Twitter where, you know, someone had this basically a similar style of cabin, and they were walking in a snowstorm into it, and I thought, oh, that's a cool vibe, so decided to make it. And, you know, we got a long table here, and banner and picture, and then a fire. I like fireplaces. I'm a big fan of fireplaces. In fact, the one thing that I do like that they did in modern Minecraft was add the campfire. I think that's a really cool effect. Yeah, you got your basic thing and a little overview of the world here. Yeah, we'll talk about what's over there. Probably see that in the next video I'm putting out, but this one might actually come out after that video. So, you guys will probably see what that is. What else do I got here on the world? Oh, yeah, I didn't even go over to Cole's area and show his stuff off. Let's go do that. Walking over here. We'll follow the path. Oh, this is a missile silo, by the way. I could actually go back and show that off. Probably will. This is Cole's area. He unfortunately, hasn't been on in a bit. But, I know he was getting on while no one else was on and building this. And we got his house here. He's also a pretty talented builder. Got a little potion area, it seems, down here. I don't know if he ever actually found this. Well, I'll mine that out. This house here, enchantment place. It's really dark in here, too. Let me down some more torches. Jukebox. Some stairs. And, you know, some chests. He was mainly just building and never really went into survival, so he never really collected anything. Again, though, he also tried to use a color palette with the modern textures, and it just doesn't really work all that well with the old textures. But I digress. I don't know what the fuck that noise was. I think venturing over the little farm over here. Very nice. Very nice. This is also the first time I'm seeing some of this stuff, so. Nice windmill. Yeah. Very nice. Is this like the grinding area? It should go all the way up, but... The mill part of a windmill? Oh, that's bizarre, right? That's a texture pack for an ender chest. Interesting, that's really weird. More chests. Little area right here. I'm assuming this just kind of goes up. Yeah, pretty much. And then... what we got... I think another house over here. That's kind of a cool, interesting look. Oh, like maybe a potion? No, like a wizard's house? A witch's house? Oh, and there's a second story here. Let's see what's up here. Oh, well, this doesn't work too well. Well, I don't feel like going up there anyway. I didn't want to go up. Very nice. I think he's got a little bit more. Does he have a path up to it? That's the question. It looks like he does. A mushroom house. Again, pretty cool, pretty cool. He's a big person who is very much about color palettes and interior design when it comes to Minecraft, even though he claims that he doesn't like Minecraft. He was still playing and doing it a lot for a while. And then, as far as things go, I think that about does it for the Realms world in terms of a tour. I guess I could show you the control center for the ICBM silo. There is a missile in there. I'm not going to break it to show you, but it's, you know, looks like a missile. Oh, going back into the main house. Oh. Zombie Pigman has made his entrance. Going down into the mine. I guess I lied when I said there really wasn't anything down here. There is the entrance to this. You know, it goes... You know, every good ICBM missile silo has to have a, you know, control room, so... Then we got the control room. Very nice, very nice. Some empty rooms here. Oh, bathroom, of course. Nice shower and all that. But then, I guess, other than that, that about completes the tour of the Realms world. Now, I don't know how much of this you guys will see in the future, as it kind of seems that everyone has reached that point... Stupid door. Everyone has reached that point where, you know, they've kind of ran out of stuff to do. And I can't blame them. I mean, there is only so much you can do in vanilla Minecraft. I'm also not sure when this video will come out. Whether or not it'll be... I think I probably am going to make one more funny moments video on this server itself. I think we got one more in us. We need to still defeat the Ender Dragon, so I'm sure there'll be some funny moments doing that. But then after that, stay tuned, because I think we've already actually started it at this moment, but currently doing a modded Minecraft world, so sure there'll be some shenanigans going on there, but other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and if you'd like, you know, subscribe if you can, and this has been Catawatonic.